Hey, how you guys doing? Nash Warfield here with another episode of Significantly Square Leadership. And today I have the honor to be with Miss Kim Decker. Kim is the CEO of the Fanwood-Scotch Plains YMCA. So obviously we all know and love the YMCA. I'm sure, growing up, many of us, went to YMCA. I certainly am a product of the YMCA in Plainfield, New Jersey. So, right next door. So Kim, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. So, Kim, so tell me a little bit. Obviously, how many families and members does the YMCA serve here in
Families, or what we call units, we have about little under 4,000.
Okay, wow.
And that's actually equates to just about 10,000 individuals.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
Definitely. Have you seen the organization really growing recently?
It has.
Okay.
It's a little bit leveled off. We did a major renovation a few years back,
Yep.
and so obviously then we doubled the size of the building. So.
Right.
Membership took off,
awesome.
But we still we're remaining strong and stable, and we still continually get people in.
Excellent. So Kim, talk to me a little bit about your path in getting to the YMCA. How did you lead up to what you do today?
Well, it's interesting. I actually started at the Y when I was 17.
Okay.
And I don't know if I had an intention on working at the Y the rest of my life,
right.
But I worked through college. I was a camp counselor, and
where'd you go to school?
I went to school at Georgian Court College,
okay.
Which is now university.
Yep, that's right.
Sister school of Mount St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked through college. I actually worked at the Y in Union, and was a camp counselor. And like I said, when I was in college, I really had no idea what I wanted to be, and I was torn between three things, which are very different.
Okay.
So I either wanted to be an accountant, a social worker, or a teacher.
All right. So, yeah, it's very different indeed.
I was very confused. So
okay.
I ended up majoring in sociology with an intention on going back for my master's in social work. Once I graduated, I figured I'll work at the Y one more summer,
right.
and then I'll look for a real job.
Right.
And so I didn't go back for my master's in social work. But once the summer ended, there was a job opportunity at the Union Y for a full-time person, and I applied and I got it, and it was a program coordinator job. So I was responsible for youth sports and school-age childcare, which is after-school early care camp, things like that. So
sure.
I continued to work in Union for another 10 years, actually 15 years total, and I just kept getting promoted, and I eventually was the branch exec. And then I decided I wanted to change, and I moved out to California.
Oh wow!
I just go extreme.
Okay.
So I moved out to the Bay Area, and I worked at the YMCA of the East Bay, which is in Oakland.
Okay, sure.
I worked in Fremont, which is a large city.
Yeah. My best friend is from Vallejo,
okay.
California. So yeah, so know it very well.
Right. So I was a branch exec there, and after about 4 years, I decided I wanted to come back and be closer to my family.
Okay.
So I came back. Ended up back at my Y in Union, and then about 4 years ago, in a couple weeks, I got a job here. So I've kind of worked my way up from camp counselor to CEO.
Right.
So
wow. Truly the Y career has been, the entire process. That's pretty phenomenal.
And interestingly, to bring it full circle, I was very confused in college what I wanted to do. So I was blessed to be able to work at the Y, where I say I'm an accountant, I'm a social worker, and I'm a teacher.
That's right. So you get to do it all. It's all rolled into one. Yes, very much so.
You can be whatever you want to be.
That's right.
Just drop it all into one and work at the Y.
That's it. The Y has it all. Hence the song.
Yes.
YMCA.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. So just talk to me about as CEO and leader of the organization. What are some of your I guess your day-to-day responsibilities here at the Y?
Mainly, the goal of the Y is really to strengthen communities through youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. So and we do that every day.
Right.
One of my key responsibilities is really board development. We have a board of directors, and so they really kind of drive the organization strategically, and also by raising funds. And so financial development, going out, raising money. We try not to turn anyone away if they come in and they can't afford to come. So we try to raise money so we can do that.
Right.
Like last year, we gave out $250,000 in financial assistance.
Wow.
So people can come and experience the Y.
That's fantastic.
So it's great. So I lead those fundraising efforts along with the board. Advocate the Y in the community. Involved in community organizations such as Rotary and things like that. So really just try to position the Y to make sure people understand the importance of the Y in the community. and that we could be a collaborator and a partner in things that the community might need.
Yes, yeah, definitely. And there's an awesome pool here as well. So
Two.
That's right. And so on. Very cool. So obviously, the first piece is about living a life of significance and making a difference in the world and leaving your mark and obviously with the Y serving so many families and communities, the goal of the organization is starting to do that. But talk to me about, what does that mean to you to live a life of significance? How you want to make a difference. Why is that important to you?
I think it all starts from how I was raised. I grew up in Roselle Park, actually, and my parents were very active in the community. They did a lot of volunteer, whether it was with Little League, with the community, with running the parades, doing a lot of things.
Sure.
So I think growing up in that environment, I saw that they did it and the importance behind that.
Okay.
I think we all have to give back, and I was raised that way, and I continue to do that, whether at the Y or even I do volunteer work, whether it's even with Rotary,
Sure.
or I've gone to Nicaragua and Jamaica and worked, have done volunteer work in third world countries
Right.
where I've kind of given back.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
definitely.
but I think for me, it's really about making a difference in the world and doing that. And I'm blessed to work at a job that you just do it every single day.
That's right.
And so whether it's from when I was a camp counselor and teaching a child how to hold a baseball bat or hit a ball or shoot a basket or learn to swim
Right.
Or to make friends, to now just giving people the opportunity to come through our doors who might be struggling, who might not feel connected.
Sure.
We have a lot of seniors, and you always hear the same story. I said everyone has the same story. My spouse passed away, and I come to the Y because it's all I have,
Right.
and I've made friends,
Right.
and this is my new family.
Yeah.
So to be able to experience that every day is pretty powerful.
Sure.
And when you get letters, I got an email a couple years ago from a camper that I had when she was 7, and she said she's actually assistant district attorney in southern Jersey, and
Wow.
she said, I don't know if you remember me, but I was one of your campers, and I just wanted to let you know that you made a significant difference in my life, and you shaped the woman that I am today.
Wow.
And I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
that
and
had to
that's
feel
so powerful.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
So, you go from that.
That's the teacher aspect.
That's
the
the
kids that
teacher.
come back, later on.
That's-
Oh, Miss Decker, thank you so much.
That's the teacher. And I absolutely remembered her.
Right,
so
right.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So going through my career from being a camp counselor to when I left Union, and I always tell this story. The day I was leaving, I had a staff person come in, and this is from going from dealing with children to dealing with staff people.
Sure.
And so now I deal with a lot of staff people.
Yep.
So when I was leaving, I had this, I think it was about 20 at the time, come in, and we had a up and down relationship. He started when he was 16, and he wasn't the greatest staff person.
Okay.
So, and we had those conversations like, this isn't going to work out.
Right.
And I was open and honest with him and really gave him the direction. And the day I left, he came into my office and he sat down and he said, I want to thank you for being open and honest and direct with me, and to give me a second chance and show that I can prove myself.
Right.
And because of you, I know what I want to do with the rest of my life, because I didn't know when I started,
Right.
and I probably would have been a banker because that's what my mother did.
Okay.
But I know now that I want to be a teacher, and if you didn't give me the opportunity, I don't know what I would have done.
Wow.
And he's assistant principal now,
Nice.
and I think that's really powerful because I realize he ended up being a fantastic staff person, and I know that he's changing people's lives every day.
Right.
And if I had a role in that, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. That's awesome.
So
That's
so
awesome.
it's if you can make a difference. Someone did it to me. They took me under their wings and they guided and directed me, gave me
Right.
feedback, and was hard on me when I needed to have
Sure.
someone be hard on me, and
Sure.
they gave me that chance.
Yeah.
So if I could pay it forward,
Right. That's great.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, definitely. That's fantastic. And obviously, again, like you said, there are so many things that the Y does in terms of all the different programs for families. So there's always a tough question I like to ask. It's kind of like asking a parent, who's your favorite child. So if you could identify one program that really means more to you than any other, or what's your favorite one here, or thing that you do? Would you say that you have one?
Well, that's a really loaded question.
Or maybe a top 3, maybe. Make it a little bit easier.
All right, let's do the top 3.
Okay,
I'll
okay,
do
that
them in
works.
no particular order
There
because
you
I'm
go.
going to insult somebody.
Right.
So,
Right.
I'm going to say the impact that we have on older adults. And the reason why I say that is, and when we came in the building, we walked past the cafe, and I don't know if you noticed, but it was packed.
Yep, yes it was.
And it was with older adults. And like I said before, it's really about making their connection with each other.
Right.
And then it gives them a reason to get out of the house.
Right.
And even if it's not that they're working out or swimming, they're sitting there and they're talking to each other.
Sure, yeah.
And you know, they're ambassadors for the Y.
Right.
And you know, it's great when new members come in. They just they really embrace everybody. But really to connect them with each other. And I know that after Sandy, we were closed for a week because we had no power. And I know when we came back, how many people came up to me and said, I didn't know what to do. The Y wasn't open, and I didn't see my friends. And they care for each other. I mean, if they're not here, they'll call them up and say, where are you? You need to come back. And I think that is really helpful as you get older to have that social base. And I think it keeps them healthy. And we have 80, 90-year-olds, you know, and it's fantastic at that age that you could still come and work out and have a social base. So I think that has a huge impact on the community and in their lives, and so that's really nice to see every single day. So
very cool.
I would say that, and then I think not necessarily a program again, but the ability for anybody to walk in the door and learn how to swim, or take a sports class, or come to summer camp, whether you're very wealthy or you're on welfare.
Sure.
And no one knows the difference.
That's right. That's right.
So you have two kids next to each other, and one might have a giant house, and the other one might be homeless.
That's right.
And you get them together, and they're just two individuals learning how to swim.
That's right.
And so that, to me,
that's cool.
Is amazing. Because it's one place, especially in this crazy world that we have today, where everyone is equal here. And we're all happy.
That's it.
Living in peace.
That's right.
So
that's right. Bringing people together for sure. Very cool.
I think I'll leave it at that.
Hey, you know, from the oldest to the youngest, that's what it's all about. Definitely fantastic. And so obviously, so with that, you know, the second part is out clearly, you know, you're doing a lot to live that life significance, to make a difference in the world. And so the second part is being a square, right? So and how do you stand out from everybody else? But really what I like to ask leaders and those in leadership positions, you know, Square has 4 sides. So if you could identify your 4, you know, most important qualities or 4 most important values that you have as an effective leader in what you do here, what would you say they are? What are your 4 most important values?
I'm going to start with passion.
Okay.
Because I have a passion for what I do.
Yeah, you can tell.
I'm so lucky that I ended up working at the Y. I mean, it's like everything they could ever ask for. I do it every day. And so to be able to come to work every day and see that you can make a difference in everybody's life that walks in the door, it's amazing. And so I think I believe in what the Y does, and not only the Y, but any other community organization that's affecting people's lives. But since I work here, I'll say the Y.
That's right.
But I have a desire to make a difference in the community that I work in, and so I have that passion, and so I think that's important because I think that other people see that and feel that, and I continue to try to make the Y the best place possible for the community.
Definitely. Okay. So passion is one.
That's one. I'm going to say integrity, open, honest, transparent. I also like to set clear expectations so people understand what, you know, I expect. And also let them know that it's okay to ask a question back or have expectations of me, and I'm going to follow that. But I feel like, you know, there's no secrets. It's, you know, it's very transparent. And there's nothing up our sleeves.
How many staff members are here?
We have 300 staff members.
Are you serious?
I know, people don't know that.
Wow.
We're very large.
Oh my gosh.
However, I do have to say that, you know, a lot of them are part-time.
Right, of course.
And we have a lot of people don't know this either. I mean, we have a lot of 17, 18-year-olds. We're probably one of the number 1 providers for people's first jobs. Right,
yeah.
Including my first job.
Yeah, there you go, that's right. Forget McDonald's, it's about the Y.
Oh, it's fine. It has to be better than McDonald's.
That's right. All right, so we got passion, we got integrity, and what's next?
I'm going to say humility, or being humble. I don't have all the answers. I know I don't have all the answers, and it's okay. And I have, you know, there's 300 staff people here, and a lot of them know more than I do. And I'm okay saying, you know what, we have a marketing director. I hired the marketing director because I don't know about anything about marketing.
Right,
So I'm
that's
not
right.
going to try to tell her how to do her job because
Exactly.
she's the marketing director.
Sure,
so
sure,
I
sure.
believe that that's okay.
Right.
I continue to learn from those people, but I feel like everyone has a role, and I don't have all the answers.
Right, right.
And I'm okay not having all the answers.
Yeah.
And I'm okay to admit that I'm wrong, or to say you're right, or that's a better way. I also feel like when you're dealing with a staff member, you have to be okay with developing somebody to replace you and not feel threatened by that.
Right, sure, sure.
And understand that I need to leave here at some point, and someone needs to be able to take the ship.
Take the reins,
And it's okay, and I know that it's difficult for people sometimes to develop people because they feel like they're going to replace themselves.
That's right, yeah, so empowering leaders around you, definitely.
So I feel like that's really important, and that's one thing that I want to do to give back, to say, let's develop the staff people that are here to have them be the next layer of leaders in the future.
Excellent. Okay, so we got passion, integrity, humility, and
I'm going to say trust.
Nice. Okay.
And compassion.
Sure.
But to have people feel that they could be open and honest with me, that they trust me, that they feel comfortable expressing themselves. I feel like you lose a lot of good ideas if people are afraid to share them. And if you're creative, sometimes you have wacky ideas, but if you feel comfortable enough to say them and you trust that you're not going to be judged, I think you go a lot further in life. But so people are comfortable and able to share and open up and be real with you, I think you get a lot more out of somebody than if they're holding back, or they don't feel like they can trust where you're coming from.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
And
got a bonus?
I do, because you know what? Anyone knows me that I'm not really a square, I'm more of a squiggly line.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out how that works in, so I have to sort of have a number 5.
Okay,
So I didn't want to mess you up.
No, it's fine. That's what being a square is, being different. So that's fine.
So I figured there's a squiggly line going through all of that.
Okay.
And it's humor.
And yes.
I laugh at myself all the time, but I also think you have to have fun.
Yes.
And you can't take it too seriously.
That's right.
We're not doing brain surgery. We're doing important things.
That's
but,
right. That's right. Yeah.
But laughing at yourself and being able to just have fun and enjoy what you do.
Definitely.
That's
and people appreciate that, because when you are in a leadership position and you are able to laugh and have fun, that makes them feel more comfortable. Like, hey, this is a good place to be. Definitely fantastic. Good stuff. Yeah. Excellent. Well, Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you
for all that you do, and just clearly the passion that you bring to to the YMCA and really making a difference in others' lives. It's an amazing thing to do. So how can people donate to the YMCA here?
Oh, you can actually donate. You go to our website, which is www.fspymca.org.
FSPYMCA.org.
Or you can just Google Fanwood-Scotch Plains YMCA, and you'll find us. And you could there's a Donate Now button on there. You could come into the Y, and if you're a member, you could just donate. We have our annual campaign every year, but we take donations all year long. And any gift, any amount. It really does make a difference.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
really does.
Definitely. So make sure you guys donate to, if it's not this Y, to your local YMCA. It's an awesome organization. So Kim, thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
With Kim Decker, CEO of the Fanwood-Scotch Plains YMCA. And again, I am Nash Warfield with another episode of Significantly Square Leadership, encouraging you guys to be a square, make a difference, live a life of significance. See you guys next time.